In my imagination, there's no complication. In my imagination, there's no complication. In my imagination, there's no complication. In my imagination, there's no complication.
Hi guys. Okay, we're gonna get serious now because I have been wanting to show you something like this for a long time. And the reason is simple. It's like you can have a perfect AML and you can have a perfect striker, but it's just not gonna cut it. Because there are plays in which an AML, even if it has in all the Y attributes 340%, the AML is not gonna perform because say it requires a heading and it's a perfect crossing from a perfect ML or a perfect MR, but because it doesn't have that heading, it's just not gonna cut it. It's just not gonna be able to score. And the same goes for a striker. If it doesn't have fitness, it just doesn't last. Or maybe part of the assistance that it requires crossing and it just doesn't have it and it fails. And I've seen many plays like this for months now. And I used to have a player which it was named Cosmical as a Husk, and it was amazing. It didn't have all, not near the white stats you're gonna see at the end, like this one, but it was capable of scoring in every single play. And this is what I want to show you. This is what I want to give you now. But then again, a player like this is not something that normal players can do because the more Y attributes you train, the harder it is for those Y attributes to go higher and higher. So training is something like this can only happen for a mutant. That's true. And if you're going to have the ultimate player, you need to have a very high level mutant, at least level 16. And I'm not kidding, this is gonna be above level 25. It still needs 9 more levels. So when you see the final work, when you see the final stats, you have to imagine 9 more levels for it to be completed. And I think it's gonna be amazing. I think it's gonna be the ultimate player because I have had experience with a player that was something like this, very similar, and he was capable of scoring in every play. And then I had amazing AMLs and amazing AMRs, but then there are plays in which these players won't perform. It doesn't matter because heading is important, because strength is important, and you just don't have that. So for me, this is worth training. I mean, this is like the best thing that you can do. But it's a problem for many managers. I think if you're a newbie and you're starting the game and you're starting to learn, you can check my playlist, but there is no way in hell that you can do something like this. It's the truth. And you're gonna probably have to spend a few months grinding accounts or like getting to know people that are gonna allow you to do something like this, but it's very difficult, and putting all the things in place to do something like this is, oh my god, it's gonna take you at least half a year if you're starting from scratch. But I believe something like this, it can be the most amazing player ever, because if it can perform in every single play, that is more worth to me than a player that has perfection only in a certain kind of plays. Like say an AML is not going to be able to perform perfectly in every single play because there are going to be crossings, and if it doesn't have heading and if it doesn't have strength, those crossings are going to be all for nothing. Doesn't matter if you have a perfect ML or a perfect MR to do those crossings, because the striker is just not able to perform, the winger is not able to perform. So For me, something like this is pure gold. But then again, as I said, this is only for the most dedicated managers. And I think I made a very good job here. Oh, by the way, this last drill, stop the attacker, be very careful because it raises the gray stats, so that's why I only left that 2%. But yeah, be very careful. Otherwise, if I could, I will increase dribbling with one-on-one finishing and strength with shadow runs. But be very careful, don't overdo this drill or you're gonna ruin the player.